Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln for the 2023 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. Our fifth title tilt of the day is in Class A. It features familiar foes in number 2 seed Millard North and the top seeded T-Birds of Bellevue West. Unprecedented, that's what it is. Never before have we had two teams be in a state championship final 4 consecutive years. It really is remarkable. Millard North has won the last 2, but the favorite clearly tonight is the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Bellevue West trying to remain undefeated, which would be the first time in over a decade. I think Omaha Central did it in 2012. So two really good teams. Certainly Bellevue West probably has the most firepower, but Millard North has a lot of capabilities. They played late in the season, the last weekend of the year. Millard North was right there in the fourth quarter, but Bellevue West kind of had a spurt to separate that game. Derek Rollins is going to be really key. The 6'4" sophomore, averaging 15 and 8, had a really big basket late to propel Millard North in the semifinals. He's going to have to be productive today for Millard North to have a chance for the upset.
And for Bellevue West, there's the guy.
Mentioned a ton of capable players, but they're led by Josiah Doetzler, the 6'3" senior, already committed to go to Creighton next season. Averaging 18, 7 assists a game. You know, Bellevue West really goes as he goes. He'll push the basketball, he'll distribute it, but a very capable scorer and has the capability of getting well into the 20s.
Should be a good one. Class A state title on the line, the Mustangs and the Thunderbirds. All the action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
Everyone deals with difficult times at some point in their lives.
Some people may lose hope and turn to drugs or alcohol.
You are not alone.
The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline now has a new number, 988.
988 is the 911 for mental health emergencies.
So if you or someone you know has a mental health crisis,
just call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support.
There is hope.
The Lifeline works.
Just
Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln for the 2023 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. Our fifth title tilt of the day is in Class A. It features familiar foes in number 2 seed Millard North and the top seeded T-Birds of Bellevue West. Unprecedented, that's what it is. Never before have we had two teams be in a state championship final 4 consecutive years. It really is remarkable. Millard North has won the last 2, but the favorite clearly tonight is the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Bellevue West trying to remain undefeated, which would be the first time in over a decade. I think Omaha Central did it in 2012. So two really good teams. Certainly Bellevue West probably has the most firepower, but Millard North has a lot of capabilities. They played late in the season, the last weekend of the year. Millard North was right there in the fourth quarter, but Bellevue West kind of had a spurt to separate that game. Derek Rollins is going to be really key. The 6'4" sophomore, averaging 15 and 8, had a really big basket late to propel Millard North in the semifinals. He's going to have to be productive today for Millard North to have a chance for the upset.
And for Bellevue West, there's the guy.
Mentioned a ton of capable players, but they're led by Josiah Doetzler, the 6'3" senior, already committed to go to Creighton next season. Averaging 18, 7 assists a game. You know, Bellevue West really goes as he goes. He'll push the basketball, he'll distribute it, but a very capable scorer and has the capability of getting well into the 20s.
Should be a good one. Class A state title on the line, the Mustangs and the Thunderbirds. All the action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
Everyone Everyone deals with difficult times at some point in their lives.
Some people may lose hope and turn to drugs or alcohol.
You are not alone.
The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline now has a new number, 988.
988 is the 911 for mental health emergencies.
So if you or someone you know has a mental health crisis,
just call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support.
There is hope.
The Lifeline works.
Just call 988.
Every day, Central Valley Ag Cooperative works with our farmers to feed the globe. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it.
Bellevue West, unbeaten and the top seed, taking on the 2 seed in Millard North. 4 straight meeting between these two schools. Bellevue West won in 2020. Millard North won the last 2. It's time for round 4. With the pregame introductions, let's go across court. Mr. Rich Roders.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2023 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Nebraska Orthopedic Center. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for tonight's Class A Boys Championship game between the number 2 seed, the 23-3 Millard North Mustangs, and the number 1 seed, the 27-0 Bellevue West Thunderbirds. Now, let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for Millard North. Number 1, Grant Urbonic. Number 2, Luke Davis. Number 4, Amari Rahaman. Number 10, Jacob Martin. Number 20, Noah McPhillips. Number 25, Caleb Steele. Number 30, Keelan Bennett. And number 33, Paxton Payakowski. And now, here are the non-starters for Bellevue West. Number 1, Jacob Arope. Number 3, Isaiah McMorris. Number 4, Stephen Polacek. Number 5, Coda Fern. Number 20, CJ Goff. Number 24, Josh High. Number 30, Ramel Woodard. Number 44, Jaden Bullion. And number 50, Trey Perea. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Mustangs of Millard North High School. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Skyland Williams. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 11, Elijah Gaff. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Neil Musser. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 15, Camden Money. And at forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 23, Derek Rollins. The assistant coaches for the Mustangs are Andy Hahn, Mitch Mosser, Nick Moyer, Jim Edwards, Seth McClurkin, Ian McPhillips, and Tom Luzaraga. And the head coach for Millard North is Michael Etzemiller. And now here's a starting lineup for the Thunderbirds of Bellevue West High School. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 10, Eldon Turner. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 12, Jaden Jackson. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 14, Jackson Stuvey. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 22, Josiah Dolzler. And up forward, a 6'6" sophomore, number 32, Robbie Garcia. The assistant coaches for the Thunderbirds are Steve Klein, Matt Lawrenson, Michael Jenkins, Scott Blackwell, Jason Sanderson, and Matt Henry. The head coach for Bellevue West is Doug Woodard. The officials for tonight's Class A championship game are D. Brian O'Neill, Chris Eichscheid, and Chris Wright. The bench official is Mr. Jeff Schwartz.
Well, here's a look at Millard North and Bellevue West, obviously not far from each other in the metro area. Fourth consecutive year these two has squared off in a state championship game. This is how they got here. North Star and West Side fell to Bellevue West. Millard North with wins over Gretna and Elkhorn South. There's a look at Michael Etzemiller. First season he's taken over for the now retired Tim Cannon. Was an assistant under Cannon for 3 consecutive years and now takes over the reins and has his team in a state title. And how about Doug Woodard, 25 years on that bench. Been in the state title game 5 times in the last 6 years, 4 in a row. And we're ready to go. Tip controlled by the Thunderbirds.
Millard North opens in man-to-man.
Bellevue West team led by Josiah Dolzler, who averages 16 a game. Jaden Jackson at just under 15. Turnaround down low, rattles out on the shot by Jackson Stuvey.
Yeah, Millard North wants to control the tempo. Bellevue West can really get out and run.
Long three-pointer is off by Neil Mosser. Mosser averages 12 a game. Derek Rollins, the leading scorer for Millard North, averages 15 per contest. Good drive here, nice take. Draws the foul. Jaden Jackson will shoot free throws.
Jackson's really versatile, 6'1", junior guard, kind of a combo, averaging 15 a game. Good in the mid-range, good open 3. Obviously, you saw his ability there to get to the rim.
Jackson had 19 points in the quarterfinals, 13 points in the semifinal win over. There's the second one, good.
Bellevue West will play majority of man-to-man.
Skip pass over to Moni.
First game of the day with the shot clock. Shot clock's down to 8.
Lean in. Rattle off, loose ball. Thunderbirds come away with it.
Dave had a good look at it. A 6-footer in the lane.
Nice pass from Eldon Turner to Robbie Garcia. And Garcia with the first field goal.
So quick out in transition. It's going to be important for Millard North to find baskets. That allows you to get your defense set.
Gath with it up top. Drive by Gath, gets him up in the air. And here come the Thunderbirds again. In transition to three. That comes up well short by Stuvey. Stripped away, the steal.
Yeah, great help by Turner. Went on the dribble drive, got his hand on the basketball.
3 on the way from Doetzler, that's off.
A nice extra pass from Jackson to find the open Doetzler in the corner.
Eric Rollins with it.
Elijah Gaith has had opportunities to score, had 2 shots in the lane. Millard North is going to need that balance. Bellevue West out in transition again.
Nice left-handed layup, Garcia out in front. Garcia with 4 early.
And that's the one thing Millard North can't do, is turn the basketball over. A lot of those steals are 4-point turns. They turn it right into offense.
The block, gathered it back in, then back up strong, and drawing the foul was Elijah Gaith.
There's a little skip pass. See Jackson's athleticism quickly to Turner, to Garcia, 1 dribble, and the layup. Nice athletic block by Jackson Stuvey.
McMorris, Polacek, and a rope all into the game for the Thunderbirds.
And that's what separates Bellevue West probably from the rest of Class A this season, just the depth. They're able to go 8-9 deep. Players coming off the bench are productive. Allows them to play fast, increase their defensive intensity.
Rope into the paint, kicks it back out. Polacek with the 3 is off. The rope tips it away into the hands. And then out of the hands, and now the other way, here comes Gaith. Wide open look for Martin. Doetzler pushes tempo and then taken away by Rollins.
Yeah, great job by Rollins, sprinting the floor, getting back in transition defense.
Good pass from Gaith to Rollins, doesn't finish, and Jacob Arope with the rebound.
Yeah, Rope did a nice job of challenging that. Even though he left his feet, he was able to kind of wall up and stay parallel.
Millard North 0 for 6 from the floor here early on. Doetzler's 3 is long. Rebound to Polacek, who hands it off to Arope, not there. And now transition the other way for Millard North. Little scoop try, not there. Strong rebound by Jaden Bullion. 5-1 here early on. The Thunderbirds with the lead. Mustangs still looking for their first field goal. Class A title between the Thunderbirds and the Mustangs.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol, is the climate solution we need now.
Just starting in the Class A championship game, Bellevue West leading Millard North 5-1. Coaching all in the family for Millard North head coach Michael Etzelmiller. His dad, Mark, longtime head coach at Ogallala. He was the coach that snapped Wahoo State record 114-game winning streak in the semifinals of the 1992 state tournament. Mark, the dad, had a money clip made with the final score on it. Ogallala 84, Wahoo 68, with the 115 and a line through it. Now, Mark passed away 11 years ago. Michael, though, keeps that money clip in his pocket as he coaches. A little reminder of where he came from and a reminder of what can happen on any given night. Larry?
Thanks, Andy. A little cross through the 115 classic. Unless you're from Wahoo, then probably not so classic.
Yeah, what a great run. And I remember that game. What a great semifinal win.
Gosh, phenomenal.
Millard North has shifted from man to more of a half-court trap here.
Tried to find a cutter underneath and pull the check, but then taken right back away up strong. And McMorris will shoot free throws.
You know, Millard North has really struggled offensively. Oh, it's, there we just see McMorris hanging around, creates the steal. But, you know, Millard North being down only 4, you know, they needed to make the game maybe ugly a little bit, have Bellevue West not shoot it great. Bellevue West is 0 for 4 from the three-point line, which they're very good from the three-point line. So, you know, Millard North just needs to kind of stay attached, keep it close.
Garcia, Doetzler, and Stuvey all back into the game now for the Thunderbirds. (6-1) the score. Millard North still looking for its first field goal. They are 0 of 7. Good pass down low, doesn't get it to go. Boy, they've had opportunities. 2-on-1, nice break. McMorris draws the foul, does not get the shot to go. Mosser picks up the foul.
Yeah, the only thing that makes me a little nervous, Bellevue West has been faster from defense to offense than what Millard North has been from offense to defense, and that's going to have to be shored up as Bellevue West is getting a lot of transition opportunities at the rim.
Eighth will bring it up for the Mustangs. Rollins down low, spins, goes up strong, can't finish. 6 minutes gone, and Millard North still looking for that first field goal. Drive there, off glass, not good. Gates comes away with the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Eldon Turner. Turner's first personal.
Fouls number 10, Eldon Turner, his first personal foul. Second team foul against the Thunderbirds. In for Bellevue West, number 12,
Jaden Jackson back into the game.
Number 2, Luke Davis, and number 15, Camden Mooney.
Yeah, minus a couple turnovers that Millard North has had on offense. I think Coach Etzelmiller would be happy with some of the shots they're getting. They've had the basketball in the lane. They've had it around the rim.
Luke Davis and Mooney back into the game for the Mustangs. The drive off the rim again, and dead finish on the drive by Mooney. Garcia baseline, draws the foul. Garcia will shoot a couple. Foul called on Mooney.
Fouls number 15, Camden Mooney, his first personal foul. Team foul against the Mustangs. In the line for the Thunderbirds, number 32, Bobby Garcia.
We see a little inside hand push from behind.
Free throw is good from Robbie Garcia.
It's already Bellevue West's 7th free throw in the quarter. Done a nice job of getting to the rim and drawing fouls.
Garcia right now leading the way with 6 points for Bell West. 9-1. Scoop shot, lost the shoe. Still got the shot off for Jacob Martin.
See a little dribble handoff that turns into a kind of a ball screen. Nice job by Martin, getting to the rim, drawing the foul. I've never quite understood. I never lost a shoe in all my years playing, but these shoes are getting smaller and lower cut.
Lighter. Jacob Rope back in. Second free throw good. Doetzler with it. Drives in. Has it taken away. Here is Martin. Kicks it up top. Three is long. Spin down low, can't get it to go. And the foul called on Doetzler. Going after the ball, ran over Luke Davis to get to it.
Yeah, just kind of a chaotic play. It's,
really, yeah.
Coach Etzmeyer wanted the last shot. They drove it in, kind of a scrum for a loose ball. Then it was going to be over and back. And two players kind of collide for trying to track the basketball down. And Doetzler, unfortunately for him, picks up the foul.
Final possession here. They'll have it to start the second quarter as well. 5 to go. And a carry is called.
And Millard North with 4 turnovers. Bellevue West with 4 turnovers. Bellevue West is 0 for 4 from the 3. Millard North 0 of 12 from the floor. Bellevue West is 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Has really been the only positive things offensively in the quarter.
Shot by Rope is off. Millard North did not have a field goal in that first quarter. Bell West 9-2 is our score in the Class A state championship.
Getting ready? We all have our routine. But of all the things you remember to bring with you, naloxone could be the most important. It can reverse an opioid overdose and save a life. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, keep naloxone on you.
For more information about naloxone, visit stopodne.com.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Bellevue West up on Millard North 9-2 as we start the second quarter. Just a few weeks ago, Bellevue West lost a big member of its basketball family. Shantae Jenkins, mother of T-Bird assistant Michael Jenkins, passed away from lingering health issues. Huge loss. Jenkins was a player at one point on those T-Bird title teams of 04-05. His mom, a huge presence then, and continued to be so. Even after Jenkins' playing days were done at UNO, Michael's been a volunteer assistant for Doug Woodard. His mom would be in the stands up until a few weeks ago when she passed. The current players attended the funeral together, and now they wear T-shirts in Shantae's honor that say "Forever a T-Bird" and "Playing with Joy" on it. Shantae loved this program. Josiah Dotzler told me wearing these shirts show what a true family they are in this program. And if you're wondering about Michael Jenkins, he's actually wearing his jersey from the 05 season. That's his actual jersey. First of all, it looks like it fits like a charm. And second of all, he's got the signatures of all his teammates on that jersey.
Yeah, you or I try to wear something from 15 years ago.
No way.
Andy, it's not going to be pretty. Three-pointer knocked down by Dotzler.
Yeah, again, Bellevue West, goes from defense to offense so fast. Millard North wasn't able to get matched up, left the leading scorer for Bellevue West open, and Dotzler capitalizes with his first three.
Nice move underneath on the rebound and putback by Jacob Martin. First field goal of the game comes here in the second quarter for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you knew both teams would settle in. It wasn't going to be a 9-2 another quarter. Bellevue West with the three. Millard North gets the layup, and we're off.
Skip pass open, look for Stubbe. Dotzler with a great rebound. How athletic was that? And then misconnected on the pass to Turner.
A nice job by Turner making that extra pass. Earlier in the game, it was Turner making the extra pass again to the Dotzler in the left corner. Just very unselfish group.
Now, usually you see him breaking somebody else's ankles. Might have broke his own there on the travel. Foul called on Jacob Martin, his first.
The foul to number 10, Jacob Martin, his first personal foul, 15th foul against Millard North.
Millard North coming off back-to-back state championships. They won it in 21 and 22, beating this Bellevue West team. These two teams also played back in 2020, where the Thunderbirds won it. So fourth consecutive year, we have a Millard North and Bellevue West state championship. Prior to last year, no two teams had ever made it 3 straight years against each other in a final.
Yeah, what's really hard about that is the depth of Class A, right? There's a lot of really good programs in Omaha and Lincoln, and sometimes you might see that in a smaller class where maybe they're just not the depth.
Or you get 1 or 2 players who can really dominate.
Yeah, you get maybe a group of kids that come through as freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, but to have that align in Class A is, why it's never happened before. It's just very unique, and credit Bellevue. Doug Woodard's had a great program, but credit Millard North to get there with kind of a group and kind of turn that group over and then still stay at the level that they've been at for the last couple of years is a testament to their depth of their program.
Nice pass, bounce pass from Jaden Jackson to Jacob Arope, who puts it in.
It looks like both teams are kind of getting their footings.
Tony down low. Tip back up. Rattled around and comes out. Polacek lost it momentarily, and he's going to be called for traveling.
See Jackson 2 feet in the lane, playing off 2 feet. Rollins kind of makes this mistake there of stepping up. Once Jackson picked the basketball up, Rollins probably has to work his way back to a rope there. Just nice pick and roll execution.
Three-pointer knocked down by Williams, Skyland Williams. See if that gets the Mustangs going. Just their second field goal. Down by 7. Top of the key, not there. Arope with the rebound. Oatsler tries to find Arope. It goes off the fingertips of Derek Rollins, and it will stay with the Thunderbirds.
Nice job by Mosser. You can see that they're really helping into the post. Mosser throws a diagonal skip pass over the top for the Williams 3.
Great block by Mosser from behind. And then the turnover the other way. And Doesler's fouled by Mosser. That's the second on Neil Mosser. I believe that puts him in the 1-on-1.
And Mosser didn't give up on the play. Was able to come in from behind and get the block.
And free throw line for the Thunderbirds, number 22, Josiah Doelsler. Shooting 1 and 1.
See Arope, such a good athlete.
Yeah, wow, for a big guy.
Guy his size,
Yeah.
sitting down and guarding on the perimeter.
Fake the 3 and on the drive, gets to go. That's Paxton Piatkowski. And the turnover. Floater in the lane, rebound to Arope. Doelsler drives and is fouled.
You see the drive on Paxton Piatkowski. I played with his father, Troy, in the 90s. Would be the nephew of Eric, which most people would recognize that name.
Yep.
And Doelsler getting in the foul line. That's what makes him so. He's left-handed, very, very good going downhill left. So you start to shade his left, and then he was able to drive right and draw that contact to get himself to the free throw line. Bellevue West, 8 turnovers. 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 1 of 6 from the 3. This is certainly not a clean half of basketball.
Mosser will bring it up. Turnaround fadeaway by Mosser, not there. Jackson, three-pointer, got it. Lead back to 10. And a timeout taken by Etzel Miller. Well, these two teams squared off last year in the state championship. Let's look back.
Millard North and Bellevue West met for the 3rd straight year to battle for the Class A Boys Basketball State Championship. The first half of the game was an even battle as both teams traded blows. The Mustangs took control in the second half, limiting the Thunderbolts to just 9 points in the 3rd quarter. Millard North senior David Harmon's 26 points paced the Mustangs throughout the game. Harmon put an apostrophe on a victory as the clock ticked away with a celebratory slam dunk, as Millard North defended their title with a 67-57 victory over Bellevue West.
That made it back-to-back championships. You see the score there. The 2021 game went into overtime. So Millard North has won the last 2 championships. Bellevue West won the first when these two squared off back in 2020. So much talent on the floor last year, huh?
There was, yeah. And, you know, Bellevue West has, you know, Jackson is Division I, Dozer is Division I, Arope is getting some Division I, Garcia. There's still a lot of talent left in the Metro.
Off the glass.
I was just going to say, I feel like the second quarter, Millard North's quality of shot isn't what it was in the first quarter. They got the ball in a lot of good places and just missed. In the second quarter, they've taken some really difficult shots.
Drive by Jackson. Foul called on Eldon Turner. That's 2 on Turner. Back into the game for Eldon Turner comes Doetzler. Two minutes remaining here in this first half. Good feed inside. Nice help from the backside by Trey Pereira. Cutting Piatkowski with the reverse. Piatkowski, he's got 4.
Yeah, much better possession. They were patient. The ball went inside, went back outside, got the ball reversed, and then they found the cutting Piatkowski to cut it to an 8.
3 off the rim. Gaith will push it. Here's Williams. And a travel call on Derek Rollins. Back into the game for the Thunderbirds is Jackson Stuvey.
We see Gaith finds the cutting Piatkowski. Nice job going to backside for the reverse layup. Piatkowski's came off the bench with 4 points.
Quick catch and shoot by Doetzler, who drops it. Well, a fast release there by Doetzler for another 3.
Yeah, 3 of 9 now from Bellevue West from the 3-point line. Doetzler with 2 of those.
Rollins' 3 is just long. They'll push tempo up ahead. Doetzler will bring it back out. For all intents and purposes, a nice pass inside to Garcia, who draws the foul.
Yeah, another shot Bellevue West had in the cylinder. They just wouldn't go down. Garcia's had a nice half. 6 points on 2 of 3 shooting. Now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds.
McMorris back in for the Thunderbirds. And Mooney back into the game for the Mustangs. There's the stat line on Garcia. Robbie with 7 points, 4 boards. And perfect from the free throw line. This is a 10-2 Bell West run. Back in comes Jacob Arope. Jeff will bring it up.
Shot clock should probably be shut off here.
Yeah,
as the time and score are the same.
Spin move. Offensive foul is called. Kind of grabbed from behind. Good call. Jacob Martin.
There was a .2 difference. That's why the shot clock was still on. Larry, that was my fault. There was 16 seconds on the shot, 16-2 on the game. So now the shot clock will get shut off. Look for Doetzer coming off of some type of high screen from a rope here. Looks like they're just going to go 1-4 flat and let him work. Oh, here.
Doetzer with the take. Left hand not there. Did he get it off in time? Not going to matter. And that will be the score at halftime of the Class A state title game. The Bellevue West Thunderbirds with the lead 24-11 on the Mustangs. Bellevue West led by Doetzer and his 8 points. Let's go over to Andy. He's with head coach Michael Etzelmiller.
Coach, tough start in the first quarter, found yourself in the second quarter, and then Bell West rips off a 10-2 run. What was the difference down that stretch in the second quarter?
I tell you what, I think we're getting a lot of good shots at times. We're getting to the rim. We're getting some shots that we like, just haven't converted. I mean, if we make some shots in the first quarter, I think at one time we probably have a lead. Now, they're a good team, and they can make runs. So transition threes are something that they're very good at that we got to get back and contest.
How can you give your kids confidence in the locker room?
Yeah, we'll come together, and we'll keep attacking the paint, and some shots will fall, I hope.
Good luck in the second half. And Michael Etzelmiller, head coach of the Millard North Mustangs. His team trails by 13 in the Class A state championship here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Halfway through the Class A state championship game, Thunderbirds on top of the Mustangs 24-11. We're going to take a look at some action from first half play as we see the Millard North Dance Squad perform. Here's a look at our highlights. Millard North had trouble getting on the board in that first quarter. Just 2 points, no field goals. Their first field goal didn't come until right there early in the second.
Martin gets a basket there, and you saw that pick and roll where they found a rope in the rim. A nice skip pass for Skylar Williams, corner three. And then you see what Bellevue West does so well, taking the ball out in transition. Garcia is the benefactor of the layup on the back end. You know, Coach Etzelmiller mentioned they thought they ran pretty good offense and got good shots in the first quarter, but just 4 of 24. Bellevue, luckily, Bellevue West is really struggling offensively, 6-21. Doetzer got himself freed up in the second quarter for a couple threes to make that 3 of 9. Rebounding has been pretty equal. Both teams have turned it over too much for a Class A basketball game. 9 for Millard North and 8 for Millard West or Bellevue West.
Halftime when we come back. Second half action is ahead.
These are the hands of our farm, working for the future with care, recovering from the unexpected with the strength of a helping hand, celebrating victories big and small together. We know this operation like the back of our hands. Having an insurance partner who understands our needs is vital. We're part of the Farmers Mutual of Nebraska family, where they're always alongside you.
What if it looked the way it actually felt? What if you could see how much it really hurts? And all the ways it changes your life and follows you wherever you go. Get a ride. A DUI costs more than you think.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Attachments designed to keep you moving. The Kubota BX Series with hydrostatic transmission. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Time now for some special presentations, and for that, we go to Ricardo Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, since 1979, the Nebraska School Activities Association has been recognizing individuals for their extraordinary contributions to our many high school activities. Tonight, we are honored to present the 2023 Distinguished Service Awards for dedication and service to the NSAA. The following individuals are being honored with the Distinguished Service Award for their many years of service and valuable contributions to the Nebraska School Activities Association. Presenting the Distinguished Service Awards will be NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller and NSAA Board of Director Bob Drews of Arapahoe. Our first honoree is Derek Bond. Derek works to plan and execute NSAA championship events at Nebraska athletic facilities. He has been with the University of Nebraska Athletics for 16 years, where he currently serves as the Director of Championships and Security. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Bond. Our next honoree is Matt Davidson. Matt works closely with the NSAA staff to ensure successful NSAA championship events at Nebraska athletic facilities. He currently serves as the Associate Athletic Director of Event Management and Operations at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Davidson. Our third recipient is Dave Hawksworth, a longtime teacher, coach, and administrator at Scottsbluff High School. Dave has been an instrumental member of the NSAA membership. He has served on several NSAA committees and was an NSAA basketball official for 20 years. He has also played a key role in getting the NSAA girls and boys golf championships to the Scottsbluff-Gering area. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Hawksworth. Next is Tracy Jeffrey. Tracy is the Executive Director of Visit Norfolk Area, Nebraska, where she has worked tirelessly to secure and host the NSAA State Play Production, Journalism, Boys Golf, and Girls Golf Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Tracy Jeffrey. Our next recipient is Dr. Bob Resnicek. Dr. Resnicek was instrumental in NSAA activities as a teacher, coach, and administrator for 49 years. He worked diligently as an NSAA District 2 Board of Director for 23 years and served on multiple NSAA committees. Dr. Resnicek was most recently the superintendent at Boys Town before his retirement in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Bob Resnicek. Next is Sylvester Thomas. Sylvester is a longtime NSAA baseball, softball, basketball, and football official who is selected to work countless NSAA postseason and state championship events. He currently serves as an NSAA basketball evaluator and mentor for NSAA officials. Sylvester retired from the Air Force as a senior master sergeant after 28 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvester Thomas. Our final recipient this evening is Mark Zavala. Mark is a dedicated journalist who has covered and supported NSA activities for the last 17 years through his work at the Columbus Telegram, Grand Island Independent, and the York News Times. He is currently a sports writer for the Grand Island Independent. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Zavala. And now, let's give one big round of applause to all of our 2023 NSAA Distinguished Service Award honorees. Thank you for the dedicated service to the NSAA.
Congratulations to all of these outstanding contributors to the NSAA for their distinguished service. Truly an honor here to be honored by the NSAA at halftime of the Class A championship game. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Doug Woodard and second half action coming your way.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Sarpy County, just minutes from Omaha, offers lots of things to do this winter. For the outdoor adventurer, hiking, ice fishing, or snowshoeing at recreation areas. If you prefer to stay indoors, museums, art galleries, or indoor pools at the hotels. There's holiday gift shopping at local boutiques or one of the malls. For a holiday outing or a weekend getaway, Sarpy County has you covered. Go sarpy.com to plan your next adventure.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Bellevue West leads Millard North 24-11 here with the T-Birds head coach Doug Woodard. Coach, 10-2 run to end the half. Overall, though, a sloppy first half. How do you slow your kids down?
It's more of a 10-2 crawl, but, you know, both teams just trying to do too much on each possession. It's choppy, there's no rhythm. Everybody's going 100 miles an hour. So, and I know they would feel the same way. We just said, go make simple plays and strong finishes, and that should take care of the game. Let's quit trying to make complicated plays.
Yeah, you've been so good over the years, taking it one possession at a time, one quarter at a time. How do you get your kids to buy into that philosophy?
Real simple. At this point, if you don't lose either of the next two quarters, they can't win. So win this quarter.
Good luck in the second half. That's Doug Woodard. He's the head coach at Bellevue West. His T-Birds up 13 as we begin the second half. After this from Lincoln.
That way the flavors will marry nicely.
Doesn't it look good? There's still places to discover.
It just absorbs you.
Get here fast. That was a new experience.
We're just getting started.
I'm Kay McKenzie from Beatrice, and I watch, listen, and support Nebraska Public Media. I'm a history buff, so I never miss Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. and Antiques Roadshow. They're a great way to learn about history and cultures from around the world. You never know what you might learn at a program. So join me and become a member at nebraskapublicmedia.org, and thank you.
From Pinnacle Bank Arena here in the capital city of Lincoln, Nebraska. We're at halftime of the Class A state championship. The Mustangs trail the Thunderbirds 24-11. Now back inside. It's been kind of rough sledding for both of these teams. You heard Doug Woodard talk about it. Both teams maybe just trying to do a little too much, and we've seen that kind of get sloppy at times in the first quarter. First half.
You know, the shot clock has been a big discussion for the last 2 years. Even though there's a shot clock in A, it still can't score points for teams, right? Players got to go make plays. I think it's sped the game up a little bit, but Coach Woodard said that his players are sped up. And if you look at Coach Etzemiles' group, the same way. They had some shots in the first half, but, you know, the big three of Rollins, Mosser, and Elijah Gaith, you know, I felt like they had to have, you know, good scoring game to give Millard North a chance. You know, right now they have 1 point and they average 40, so they're going to have to play a little better. Both teams, I think, will play a little cleaner, and we'll see if this can end up being a little bit more high-scoring third quarter.
Almost ready to go here in third quarter action between Millard North. There you see their first-year head coach, Michael Etzelmiller. And Bellevue West and their 25-year head coach, Doug Woodard.
I think this first 2 or 3 minutes is really important for Millard North. They can't fall down by 15, 16 points here. They've got to find a way to get a couple stops, get a couple baskets. Cut this deficit down to single digits. They're going to open in this kind of this 1-2-2 trap. Kind of falls, then they end up matching out of it.
Dotzler with the drive. Doesn't finish, rebound to Gaith.
But the other thing that Coach Woodard mentioned is to slow down, but strong finishes. That time, Dotzler unable to get it to go.
Trouble up top. Got the help he needed from Mosser at the last minute. Three is short, tipped around. Modi can't finish, and Dotzler comes away with it. Dotzler push tempo. Good take, but didn't finish. Jackson did.
Yeah, good offensive rebound for Jackson. That gets him up to 6 points, 5 rebounds.
Williams looks inside. Williams knocks down a three-pointer. That's his second. Skylar Williams with a couple of threes. He's got 6 points. Bobby Garcia. Turn around, nice bucket, fade away.
A good touch by Garcia. Been able to put the basketball on the floor. It gets him into double figures with 10 points.
Williams, 3 for 3. He's got the hot hand now. Right back at it goes Eldon Turner with a nice answer.
Bellevue West now 4 of 10 from the three-point line.
Gase drives over Garcia with the bucket. And a timeout called by Etzelmiller.
30-second timeout. Millard North has her second 30-second timeout. The NSAA thanks the Nebraska State Athletic Trainers Association for providing high-quality on-site medical care for athletes and today's championship.
Skylar Williams, 2 3-pointers. Same spot.
And Bellevue West doesn't jump out on that ball screen switch. Williams only averaging 3 points a game. You know, 3 big threes to keep Millard North attached here, just down 12.
He's had a good tournament, though. He averaged 3 a game on the season down here at State. He's gone for 10 and 9 for 19 points, and now he has 9 in this one as well. So 28 points down here at the State tournament.
Yeah, a lot of confidence. You see Gaith, got hit first field goal last possession.
Right.
Some contributions.
Rope sends it into the corner. There's Jackson for 3. Rope with the rebound. Right back to Jackson again. The extra pass. Dotzler with the drive. Easy lay-in for Josiah Dotzler.
Yeah, just so quick. That first step is very explosive, especially going to his left.
Open along the baseline and had the one he wanted, just couldn't get a jump ball. Tied up by Jaden Jackson. It'll stay with the Mustangs.
You see Dotzler just kind of jabs, gets into that gap down that left lane line. And it's so quick. It's Gaith, as a help side defender, couldn't get there, just how direct of a drive that was. That got Dotzler into double figures at 10.
Gaith with the fadeaway. A Rope comes away with the rebound. Pull up 3 for Polachek. And Polachek knocks down a 3 and extends that Bellevue West lead.
Yeah, those transition threes, they push so fast. Shooters run to their spots. Dotzler delivers the basketball on time and accurate.
And a steal saved back in by Williams. Off the back of the rim. Derek Rollins has had some good looks, just having a hard time finding the range. And Garcia came down with the rebound, tied up by Moni. Good up and down action here to start the 3rd period of play. Bellevue West in transition, another 3. 36-19 is the score.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
Back here in Lincoln at Pinnacle Bank Arena, 36-19, Thunderbirds with the 17-point advantage, and they are looking to remain undefeated on the year, a 28-0 record, and the last team to go undefeated on the season was Central back in 2012. Central went 30-0 in that year. Prior to that, you go all the way back to 89 when it was Millard South that went 25-0. Let's go to Andy.
Larry, to build off that, you mentioned Millard South going 25-0 in 1989. Before that, the last team to do that, go unbeaten in Class A, 1960, Omaha South. So since 1960, there's been 2 undefeated Class A teams. 89 Millard South, 2012 Omaha Central, Bellevue West, about a quarter and a half to being the 3rd since 1960. That's a remarkable.
Wow. That Omaha Central team coached by Eric Behrens. When they went 30-0, they had Barrientos Jackson and Tradeon Hollins, DeAndre Hollins Johnson. That was a loaded team. They had won back-to-back titles. They won it in 10, 11, and then in 12. 3rd foul is called on McMorris. Just the first. Got it. Foster picks up the foul.
But there's some discussion on
as to whether there was a play on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was some discussion on whether it was an intentional or not. Obviously, last game there was no play on the ball. That one was probably a little bit harder foul.
Right.
But by definition, Monster did make a play on the basketball. So that's, you know, once again, that's the interpretation of an intentional versus it's not the severity of the foul. Now, certainly it could be a flagrant if you wanted to escalate it, but that was just a play on the basketball.
Catch and shoot by a rope. Comes up short but draws the foul, and a rope will shoot a couple. The rope averages 6 a game as a junior.
Back into the lineup for the Thunderbirds, number 10, Elliot Trimmer, and number 12, Jaden Jackson.
Free throw good by a rope. Lead extended now to 18 points. That is the largest lead of the game for Millard West. Martin puts it on the floor against a rope. Bounce pass down to Rollins, and Rollins, plenty of opportunities. Just there's a lid on the basket for Rollins. 3 not good. There's the other way. Here comes Martin. Swats it away, but into the hands of Jaden Bullion. Drive. And a shot by McMorris. Are they going to count the shot, or are they going to say it was before the shot? They are saying it's good. Opportunity for a three-point play, and McMorris now at the free throw line to make it a three-point play.
A good aggressive take by McMorris.
It is an 8-0 run right now for Bellevue West, and there is McMorris, who, believe it or not, last year played for Millard North in 2022. He was a sophomore, played 19 minutes in this game, scored 9 points playing against Bellevue West, and now he's playing for Bellevue West, knocks down the free throw to make it a three-point play. He's an outstanding wide receiver, a Power 5 type of wide receiver recruit for Bellevue West.
Nice job by Rollins, being able to step out, make that open three. Cuts it back to 18.
Needed to get that going, didn't he? Evan Turner comes up just short. And a hold's going to be called on Piatkowski for Millard North. A little bit of disbelief there from Piatkowski. Robbie Garcia off to Doetzler. Little runner in the lane. Rebound out to Jackson, who puts it up and in. And that lead just continues to grow now at 20 for Bell West.
I thought that was a pretty important possession. Rollins had just hit the three. You know, if you get a stop in another basket, a little momentum going into the fourth. And then they just couldn't secure that defensive rebound. Credit Bellevue West.
Good tip by McMorris. It goes off the defender, and McMorris forces the turnover. Timeout on the floor. Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
Well, Larry, there are plenty of big names here tonight. You know, Tim Cannon's in the crowd. Said hello to him before the game, him and his wife Shirley, of course. And then there's Eric Strickland, who's doing radio tonight for a local radio station in Lincoln. Eric Strickland, of course, 1992 Bellevue West graduate, and he was a 92 Prep Athlete of the Year, all-state honors in 3 sports, and led Bellevue West to the state 3 straight state tournaments, including a runner-up finish in 1991 where they fell to Millard South in the final. But people forget, before his NBA career, where he played professionally for the Mavericks, the Knicks, the Grizzlies, the Celtics, Pacers, and Bucks, that he was a terrific baseball and football player. You know, he was drafted in the 92 draft, 31st round, and played in the Marlins organization. Strickland, one of the better all-around athletes in Nebraska history. He's actually inducted into the Nebraska High School Hall of Fame, guys.
Sitting just a few seats down from me. Are you saying that Strickland should be doing color for us on the broadcast? Is that what you're saying, Andy?
I didn't say anything like that. That's you reading in between lines there, Larry.
We're thrilled to have Andy Markowski with us.
Yeah, Strick's done a great job being back in the sports market in Lincoln, and had a chance to spend some time with him at our alumni weekend a couple weekends ago. So all-time great.
No doubt. Swatted. Hit the other way, blocked right back, and then ahead in transition. Jackson puts it down.
Yeah, Bellevue West pressure is really, second quarter on, I feel like they've just sent Millard North sped up. Shots are hard to get. Millard North taking some quick shots, which has put them at a real disadvantage in conversion. Here's another example of that. They're going to get a run out of their own here.
It's Biatkowski the other way. Lays it in. Biatkowski with 6 points. Shot clock off here. Final possession for Bell West.
They went 1-4 flat in the half. Looks like they're going to go to some type of a high ball screen here with Garcia.
Little fadeaway knocked down by Garcia. And that gives Bellevue West its largest lead of the game at 22. 46-24, all Thunderbirds. And the 19th ranked team in the country in control here in the Class A title game.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, heading to the final 8 minutes of the Class A championship, and Bellevue West in control, up by 22. Here is Williams, who has 3 3-pointers. Drive by Moni. That's Mosser. Sorry, Mosser with the bucket.
Yeah, nice drive by Mosser. It's his first basket of the game.
Robbie Garcia off the front of the rim. Doetzler with the rebound. And now Doetzler with the three. I believe, Andy, the closest game we've had today was the 9 a.m. game between North Platte St. Pat's and Johnson Brock. That finished a 6-point game. Looking some wide margins here this year in these state championships, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, certainly, you know, I anticipated maybe a couple games that were going to be closer, and maybe a couple others that you thought would not be. I mean, this was certainly one on paper that, you know, Millard North was facing a very complete Bellevue West team.
I think, you know, what the Mustangs would look at is the last time out. It was a very competitive game into the third until Bell West kind of pulled it out late. So the hope was that, you know, they could do the same through three and maybe have a little more gas in those last 8 minutes, but it has been a Bellevue West type of game for Doug Woodard.
I think state tournaments are different. You know, you look at, even though the new model of play Wednesday, Class A gets Thursday off, teams that are deeper do have an advantage here. And, you know, Bellevue West certainly has played a lot of players. You know, there's not a drop off. You can play 9 or 10, but sometimes there's a drop off from 6 to 7, 7 to 8. You know, they have great depth. They get scoring off the bench, and certainly they've looked to be a little bit of the fresher team. And, you know, Millard North hasn't played their best game offensively. They're better offensive contributors to the season, haven't played well in this game in terms of finding baskets. But, you know, that's fatigue and credit Bellevue West. I think just their relentless defensive pressure wears on you, and that has certainly had an impact in the second, third, and now into the fourth quarter.
Arup and Polacek back into the game for the Thunderbirds. Millard North will jump into a little bit of a full court press. Garcia with the long three.
Yeah, Millard North still playing hard. Good job getting that loose ball.
Williams again left wide open. He's got another one. That's 4 3-pointers for Williams. He's 4 for 4 from outside the arc.
Great contribution from Williams.
Bellevue West will take the timeout. They'll take a full timeout. 46-30 is.
And Mosser again, you know, hasn't scored a lot from Millard North, but a lot of his passes have led to open shots. You see it here. Finds a skip pass on the backside. And certainly Williams, as you mentioned, has played well through those 3 games in the state tournament. I think Coach Woodard is just reminding his team that they're up 16. I think the thing that you don't want to do against Millard North's pressure here is start to take a bunch of threes. As you look, first half, Doetzler got a 3 off the kick out from Eldon Turner. And then here you see Jackson finding him on a little penetrating pitch. And then this is what Doetzler does so well. Gets downhill, going left. And Coach Greg Gilbert's ball screen offense with the shooters that Creighton can put around him. He probably in a really good situation.
Let's go over to Andy.
I'm not jinxing anyone, but just a friendly reminder that Bellevue West, when they won it in 2020, ended the game on a 16-0 run to beat Millard North. Just to remind you.
Well, that was a remarkable finish. There's a knockdown 3 from Polacek. Polacek's been hot from outside the arc as well. That's his second 3-pointer.
And I remember that game. We just talked about Doetzler. Doetzler had a few huge threes in that run.
Piatkowski for the open three. Doetzler pushes the tempo. Left hand, got it, and the foul.
Just a different speed with the basketball. Seen go by Gabe. Certainly Rollins tried to challenge at the rim at only 6'4". Give Doetzler a full head of steam. It's hard to challenge him at the rim.
Third foul on Rollins. Mosser, Rollins, Piatkowski all with 3. Oh, good feed, a nice reverse lay-in. Mosser with the bucket.
Yeah, great action by Millard North. You have to go over Mosser's flare screen. He curled it to the basket for an easy layup. Coach Woodard sensing his player was going to be in a bad spot in the corner, takes that timeout.
(52-32) is the score here in the fourth. 4:35. Good opportunity for us to say thank you and best of luck to one of the great ones with Nebraska Public Media. Dan Smith is signing off the air after being with NET for how many, 25 years, Dan? Something like that, yeah. A lifelong Nebraskan, great guy, been behind the scenes at all these state championships every year. Dan's moving on to bigger and better. We're gonna miss you, Dan. We'll see you around now and then. One of the good guys here at Nebraska Public Media who helps bring you these state high school championships, not just in basketball, but I think Dan's done about every state championship game for the last 20-some years.
That's awesome.
Perea with it. Another long three and another three-pointer knocked down. Wow, how about Polacek? He's got 3 as well. 3 for 4 from range for Polacek. Arup, I wouldn't have gotten in the way of that either. Another one, Polacek, a little long.
We're going to get McMorris on the push on the rebound on the backside. Yeah, Polacek, Bellevue West just has so many weapons. They can score it, so they can shoot the 3, they can beat you in transition, they can post it with Garcia at a rope. Jackson is a slasher. You know, McMorris is on ball pressure when he comes off the bench. It's just hard to withstand for a full game.
Boy, nice three-pointer there by Elijah Gate. And then the turnover. Here's Williams. He'll drive in and draws the foul. Foul called on Jackson Stuvey.
See Gaith kind of walk, get a little rhythm dribble for his first 3 of the game. Millard North uses a turnover to get out in transition. And Williams is going to get to the free throw line.
Jaden Jackson back into the game for the Thunderbirds as McMorris will take a seat. Williams now. 12 points, make it 13, 4 3-pointers in that free throw. Jackson with a nice bounce pass. Polacek cutting the baseline with the lay-in. Williams again, look out. 5 for 5 for Williams. He's got 16 points. Polacek just off. And then right into the hands of Jackson Stuvey as he lays it in.
Jackson Stuvey.
The drive there to take by Neil Mosser. And then the foul on Gaith. Back into the game comes Eldon Turner as well as Robbie Garcia.
You'll see Mosser does a great job. And the game was kind of still going on there. Delter had the ball, but Mosser stopped to help him up.
Yep.
Most of these kids play with each other and against each other in leagues and AAU programs, so a lot of relationships built, you know, out of season and off the court as well.
Here's Dotzler with the drive. Dotzler lays it in. 61-41 lead at 20. Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
Well, Larry, you know, it's at this point where, you know, Bellevue West is up 20, less than 2 minutes to go. You can't help but to think what's next for Doug Woodard. He's been doing this a long time. He said, what, quarter century? I asked him yesterday after the semifinal win over Westside if he's thought about it. Does he have an exit strategy? Will he come back next season? Woodard wouldn't talk about it, just saying his focus is on this team, finishing out this year right. But he will talk it over with his family, extended family, obviously, after the season ends. He said no matter what happened in this championship game, win or lose, he said it wouldn't affect his decision. But, you know, as you guys know, coaching high school basketball isn't October to March. It is a 12-month out of a year grind. And for a guy who's been doing it as well as he's been doing it for so long, he said he's got grandkids and family and he wants to spend more time with, but he didn't say that this was it. He was going to spend some quality time with his family and then discuss. But you just got that sense that this may be it for Doug Woodard, and if it is, what an incredible career for him.
And what a great ambassador he's been for the sport and how good he's been to us over those 25 years. The speculation has been around for a while, Andy. I'm sure that's why you ask him. But this could be it for Doug Woodard.
And I was fortunate in 1991 to run into Doug Woodard in a small AAU tournament. He invited me to be a part of his summer program and kind of helped put me on the map. So wow. I've had a long history with Coach Woodard. Played with his son Ryan on some of those teams in 92, 93, 94. So you said it well. Great ambassador for the state and the schools that he's been a part of coaching.
His bench players getting an opportunity to get in the game, and look at that playoff history. 21st appearance, 13th in the championship finals, 5 champions, 7 runner-up. There's McMorris with it. Spin, kicks it back up. Woodard with the drive, left hand. And Ramel Woodard, the senior with the basket, gets on the scoreboard in the state championship game. 64-41. Skylan Williams goes to the bench, ending his career at Millard North in his senior year, but an outstanding championship game. He had 16 points to lead the way for the Mustangs, and there's the big hug from Josiah Dosler and Doug Woodard. Urbanic and Rahman into the game now for the Mustangs. And for the Thunderbirds, Fern comes in as well as Trey Pereira. Davis with the spin in the lane. Four consecutive years these two teams have played. 5 of the last 6 years, Bellevue West has been in this championship game. And the Thunderbirds, for the second time in 4 years, are taking home a state championship. And to the student section they go. Dominant performance by the Thunderbirds of Doug Woodard and Bellevue West. Back on top of the Class A heap. They are state champs. They will get medals and trophies when we come back here on Nebraska Public Media.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. They're the state champs, Bellevue West, the Thunderbirds back on top, 64-41. That is the largest margin of victory in a Class A final since 2013. Medals and trophies now. Let's go to Ricardo Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coach Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class A. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The Sportsmanship program is exclusively presented by Currency, which helps businesses grow throughout Nebraska and beyond. We are proud to sponsor this award, and we congratulate our Nebraska students for their achievements. Making the presentation is NCAA President Russ Neinmeyer from Douglas County West, and representing Currency is Mitch Grossroad. The Class A Sportsmanship Award winner is Lincoln Southeast High School. Congratulations, Lincoln Southeast High School. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Bellard, NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview, and Nick Wimhoff from Fort Calhoun. And now, here are the awards for runner-up Millard North High School. Head coach Michael Etzelmiller. And your assistants, please present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. We begin with number 1, Grant Urbanic. Number 4, Amari Rahman. Number 11, Elijah Gaff. Number 13, Neil Musser. Number 15, Camden Money. Number 23, Derek Rollins. Number 25, Caleb Steele. Number 30, Keelan Bennett. And now to the seniors, number 2, Luke Davis. Number 5, Skyland Williams. Number 10, Jacob Martin. Number 20, Noah McPhillips. And number 33, Paxton Piakowski. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2023 NSAA Class A State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Millard North High School.
You guys want to follow me? Follow me, come this way.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the champions, Bellevue West High School. Head coach Doug Woodard, we have a special award for you. Now, Coach Woodard and your assistants, please present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. We begin with number 1, Jacob Arope. Number 3, Isaiah McMorris. Number 4, Stephen Polacek. Number 5, Kona Fern. Number 10, Eldon Turner. Number 12, Jaden Jackson. Number 20, CJ Goff. Number 32, Robbie Garcia. Number 50, Trey Perea. And now to the seniors, number 14, Jackson Stubbe. Number 22, Josiah Dotzler. Number 24, Josh High. Number 30, Ramel Woodard. And number 44, Jaden Bolian. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Senior Vice President of Business Strategy, Tim Schlegelmilch. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2023 NSAA Class A State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations,
Bellevue West State Champs in Class A for the second time in 4 years. And now let's go to Andy Kendi, who is with Michael Etzelmiller.
Just one of those days you ran into one of the all-timers today, and you guys were not at your best, I think you'd admit. What was the difference in that, in the game as a whole, but the second half?
You know, I thought our energy was great. The kids played hard, did a lot of the things that we asked them to do. I think we just got off to a slow start, missed some shots. I think coming into halftime, I think I think we looked at it. Our starters were one of something. It wasn't they were taking bad shots. We just it was a bad day to have a bad day.
Yeah, bad day to have a poor shooting night. But as a whole, what a terrific season for Millard North to get back here. You know, 4 straight trips to the title game. What will you remember this year for, especially because this being your first time as a head coach?
Yeah, this year means a lot to me. We've got a great group of seniors. Worked hard all year long. A couple guys that came to the program. You know, really 3 guys that are new for this year that didn't play last year at a varsity level, and the other 2 have been in the so Noah, Luke, Sky, Jacob, and Pax. All you know, they did everything that we asked. They could have been in different areas and different things, but they competed their tail off day in, day out. They stepped up. I was happy to see Sky have a great game today.
Yeah, he was terrific, no question. And how does this build towards the future? That this is the bar that's set, that this is where you want to be back?
Right, yeah. I believe we set that. We started the beginning of the year, and we had some goals, and right away they said this is where we wanted to be. So I think it's ingrained in the program, and you know, now it's up to our new group of seniors that have some experience to get back here.
Coach, congratulations on a great year. Millard North, they are your Class A runner-up, falling to Bellevue West in the final, 64-41. The Mustangs finished 23-4. We'll hear from the T-Birds straight ahead.
Education quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The Kubota MX Series is ready to help. You can mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. Equipped with a cab for any conditions. Loader lift capacity for jobs of all sizes. hydrostatic or gear transmission options, the Kubota MX Series. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNesports.com.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future where creativity and productivity live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z, all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. State champs, once again, the Thunderbirds of Bellevue West win it the final 64-41. After losing the last 2 years in the finals to Millard North, they get it done, and they have now champs for the second time in 4 years. Andy, here's a final look at the numbers.
Yeah, outside of that first quarter, I thought Bellevue West really settled in offensively to finish 22 of 53, 7 of 21 from the three. Did not take advantage from their free throws, 13 of 28 for Millard North. Just really struggled from the floor, 15 of 53. Didn't give themselves a chance offensively to be a little bit more competitive in that second half. But credit them. They competed on the backboard, 43-32, and were pretty balanced from turnovers. But Bellevue West, just relentless pressure and so many offensive weapons, and just a tremendous undefeated season.
Second title in 4 years. Josiah Doetzler led the way with 16 points. When we come back, Andy Kendi will be with the team backstage. But first, if you'd like a DVD of the NSAA High School State Championships, call 800-868-1868, or you can visit the website at nebraskapublicmedia.org/sports. Andy Kendi up next with the champs. Stay with us.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
The best of the NSAA Speech Championships comes to Nebraska Public Media as students perform their award-winning speeches. Coming in from all over the state, these presentations cover each of the 9 speech categories. Watch the NSAA Speech Championships, the best of the best. Sunday, April 30th at 1 p.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
T-Birds flying high once again, 64-41. Another state championship headed to Bellevue West here with the winning head coach, Doug Woodard. Coach, you guys really played well in that second half. You didn't give Millard North any visions of getting back into that. How did you do it?
Well, I think we came out, we got a lot more tempo going. We took care of the ball. I think we went from 9 turnovers to 2 the second half. And obviously, if you're taking care of the ball, you're getting shots. And you got some tempo, and then we actually hit some shots, and they hit some shots too. So it was a much better half, I think, of basketball aesthetically for people to watch, because that first half was rough.
You guys had a target on your back all year. Everybody's gunning for you. How did you guys navigate the pressure that comes with the #1 ranking and the undefeated season?
We really never talked about it at one time, maybe 2 weeks before the end of the season. Because there's just another game to prepare for, and we tried to present it. It doesn't matter, every team that gets down here wants to win, whether you have lost 1 or 7 or none. You get down here, you want to be undefeated for 3 games, and trying to just focus on what was in front of us, and they've done a great job of it. And we have leaders like our seniors that's easy to do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your seniors, specifically Josiah. What have they meant to the program and establishing just a terrific run these last few years?
Well, 4 years in a row in a state championship game and winning 2 of them, there's just not many that do that over the course of their careers, at this level. So obviously we've been blessed to have them. They're just great young men, and the visible ones, obviously Josiah and Jackson, that have been in the limelight more, but Jaden Bullion and Ramel and Josh, those guys, they came every day, and even Unwell, Amanuna, who didn't even get to suit up, but they came and they gave us a great look, and that's part of what made us good. We had the best scout group to go against ever that we've ever had, and so they've just all been a great group, and we so appreciate them. And I just want to say, just a wonderful job Etz did with Millard North, a lot of young kids, and that obviously got a great program, and he did a wonderful job with them.
Hey, I want to ask you too. I know we talked yesterday about your future, and I know it's not fair to ask right away, but I do want you to ask, what would you hope that people remember about you as a head coach, no matter what happens going forward?
Just that worked hard, loved the game, and loved the kids that played for me. And but the focus is on them, as it should be right now, because of what they've done, and I'm just fortunate to have a group like this.
Doug, always a pleasure working with you. Congratulations on another state championship. Bellevue West, your champions in Class A. We'll hear from a couple of the T-Birds, including that man right there, straight ahead.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn. Not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
Funding for NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is provided in part by the Dr. Thomas and Dorothy Hallstrom Athletics Endowment.
Bellevue West champions again in Class A, 64-41 against Millard North. Robert Garcia is a sophomore. He had a terrific evening here in Lincoln. Robert, 12 points, 9 rebounds. What was the key in your mind tonight for getting out in front and staying out in front?
Just playing my role, because when you play with somebody like, Josiah, somebody like Jaden, you're not going to be the first option for scoring especially. But I just like to go down, get dirty in the paint, get my rebounds, get easy buckets around the rim. So I just locked in, try to get that dog mentality.
As a younger guy, how was it following the lead of some of the leaders like Dotzler and Jackson and the like?
It was surreal, they're great leaders, Josiah, Jackson, they push all of us every single day, every practice, just getting us to where we were today, 29-0. He just pressured us all every single day in practice, just made us lock in, held us accountable with everything we did.
And now that it's done and you've achieved the goal of being undefeated and you have the gold medal around your neck holding the trophy, what does that feel like for you?
It's great for me. 2 more years left, 2 more to go. So that's just all I'm thinking.
Oh, there you go. It's just the start of something big. All right. Sure. Why don't you hand that trophy to Josiah Dotzler, the senior, of course, future Creighton Blue Jay, 16 points, 5 boards. Josiah, since 1960, you're just, the third team to go unbeaten. That's pretty amazing. And I know this wasn't the goal starting out, but now that you have achieved the goal of finishing unbeaten, what does that feel like?
It feels great. I love the players that are on this team. I think we have some of the biggest competitors to come out of Nebraska. Everyone just wants to win, and we never got satisfied with nothing. Never got satisfied with winning the regular season, never got satisfied with districts, and we knew coming into state, if we don't win, that undefeated season means nothing.
Right, and you're looking at a couple of the highlights. You weren't satisfied with the double-digit lead at halftime. You pushed it in the second half. What was the key tonight to your victory?
You know, as a team, we knew that first half wasn't what we wanted, and it wasn't the smooth game that we had thought going into it. So second half, we just said, if we win 2 more quarters, they can't win. And so we just thought every quarter, we got to win every quarter, and starts on the defensive end.
I want to ask you, too, about your legacy. What do you want people to think about Josiah Dotzler as a high school athlete before you move on to the Creighton Blue Jays?
I thought about this question, and I think the biggest thing is I want people to know me as a winner, and not just a winner on the court, but a winner off the court. You know, taking care of my teammates, taking care of my teachers, school members, my community, giving back to my community. And then, it also comes with being a great competitor, and I want to be known as a winner there too.
And you are a winner. How does it feel? I mean, shoot, you started your career as a state champion, you end your career as a state champion. It's got to be pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I love Bellevue West. I love the family that it's been given to me by God, and I'm gonna go celebrate tonight.
All right, Josiah, thanks so much. It's been a pleasure covering you over the years. But Bellevue West, your winner. In fact, they finished the season 28-0, state champions again.
Over 70 years and still growing. Backyard Farmer returns this spring to help keep your lawns and gardens green and growing all season long. We've got answers to your questions about trees, shrubs, turf, vegetables, and growing them the right way. Be sure to join host Kim Todd and the Nebraska Extension experts every Thursday night coming in April.
Hi, I'm Kay McKenzie. From epic journeys into history, to finding your roots, discovering the ancestries of our diverse backgrounds, to the remake of All Creatures Great and Small that swept us away, to Backyard Farmer, Big Red Wrap-Up, and Nebraska Stories. You know that Nebraska Public Media will bring you even more engaging experiences like these throughout the year, as well as comprehensive, objective coverage of our local and national news. Today, I ask you to be part of providing another year of amazing stories. Your donation provides funding for the shows you enjoy on Nebraska Public Media and helps to create and produce more. Contributions from viewers like you are important and powerful as Nebraska Public Media continues planning programs, resources, and services for our state. Join now online at nebraskapublicmedia.org/donate or call in your donation to 800-989-8236.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. 23-point state championship win for the Thunderbirds of Bellevue West as they take down Millard North. Coming up next, we've got the D2 title game coming your way. It's Parkview Christian trying to go back-to-back against Wynot. Should be a good one in Class D. Class D2 coming your way. For Andy Markowski, Andy Kendi, the entire sports production crew, I'm Larry Putney. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here with Class D2 State Championship on Nebraska Public Media.
What was the biggest single surprise to you? complex and revealing.
One of the worst miscalculations in history.
David Rubenstein explores America's past.
He certainly thought of himself as an historic figure.
With scholars, authors.
You wear a tie when you're running your column?
I wear a tie in the shower.
And a bit of fun. History with David Rubenstein.
Friday night at 7:30 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
There's a place in the middle of America where the heart of the country beats. Where the land is wide and the evening sky burns golden red. Where the bluffs run to meet an ocean of grass. This is where technology intertwines with tradition.
Congratulations.
And here in the middle of America, we see everything that makes this place special. Like you. We continue to explore new frontiers. Here, there are no limits. We take you everywhere you want to be, and we listen to what you have to say. This is Nebraska Public Media.
On What If, we try stuff.
So I'm just gonna slam this like this?
Oh yeah.
So you make your model over here.
Yes.
What If, our series on innovation and creativity in Nebraska.
Thursday night at 7:30 Central on Nebraska Public Media.